It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Cowboys and the Bucs, and it's all up next.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. We're going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They will run for the first time here with White. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards, and the Cowboys first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Prescott's throw complete there to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mahomes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They run straight ahead here with White. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8. The Cowboys at 13-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And shedding through the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now 3rd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshow.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. 20, 5, touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there with a 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-rated division, and unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers 30.
Now Prescott. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
2nd and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets past 1 man. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Buccaneer first down.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Tampa Bay.
He's got Otten. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes finding Otten once more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Darius Slayton, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. and they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now this throw caught left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They start the drive with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Prescott to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Pass complete there to Nakua. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's got to go twice in this game.
He has indeed. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, look at the juke. The try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Puka Nacua from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They need 2. Here's third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Thomas brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll go up the middle with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. To throw is Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Prescott now. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Micah Parsons
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
And again, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
19 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Going right side is White. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize They fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys,
they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Chris Godwin, their few better in the red zone, as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers on Sunday night primetime.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's got Ayuk once again.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that will draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Chiefs at 12-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end. The pull-up run gets him 9 yards in the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
They'll set up to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man is Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, There's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw now on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd and 5.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 5. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Again, it's Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 5.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Hill. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Open man right side is Rice. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On play action, they'll throw. And all the way down
called for by the offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Brock Purdy leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium, see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Darius Slayton, 2 touchdown catches in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Pacheco once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here's Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Pushing his way through. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
And the 49er 1st down.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Again, he'll drop to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
49ers 17.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll look to throw here.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 2. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk,
his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment, because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is going, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson. 56 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A solid stiff arm. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some good defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
and now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Niners,
they had bigger things on their mind, apparently, the playoffs, as they will finish the regular season with a 14-3 mark.
and as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Here's
the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, there he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Tyler finding his target. It's Trey McBride. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Now a toss right side. HN with it.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Touchdown, Dolphins! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Here's Smith to return it. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's what needs to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there. A good one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tyler. Incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 27 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Dillon up the middle.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a dump off here complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards. And the Jets first down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And this will be swung out here for Conner. Touchdown! James Conner.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And out come the Dolphins now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Tyler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now it's 2nd and 6.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2nd down and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
No one did I ever know.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Tyler.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
10 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Tyler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
When you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. So now here come the Dolphins.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Tyler.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Tyler. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back to throw again.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's funny, if throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll go. Achane. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up his secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, 2nd down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start with two cities that evoke memories of the 1993 comeback, albeit with a different franchise this time around, but it's Houston at Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Stephon Diggs, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 43 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Herbert. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Herbert. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 221 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational, clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jets first down.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
First down, Jets.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
230 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, Achane.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Tyler.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Back to throw. Tyler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running right, here's Achane. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 14-yard line.
To throw on second down, Tyler. He'll dump this off to Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to Lazard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At their
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, New York.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Give him another one right back to Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Dillon on the inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Jets. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually...
And now pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On first down, back to Achane. Boy, 248 yards rushing for him down to this point. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And they'll give this to Achane. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run for it with Achane. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The drive will start with Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Herbert. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. I got to be honest, I was going to give you the stat line for him. My stat monitor just went out over here, but we know he's had a good game.
And the best stat is the one that's probably going to be the smallest. It says 2. 2 touchdowns. That's the one that counts. The yardage is terrific. Catches, yeah, that's fine. But the payoff, getting into pay dirt twice in this game, That's what he's looking for.
I do know he's over 100 yards. We'll get this back up and working, but yeah, the 2 touchdowns as well. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Tyler. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught by Allen. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
So the Jets now
down by 11. A minute 12 to go. Now the fourth down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Herbert to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Herbert. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.